It went wrong in so many ways.
I think that the biggest problem facing the film was the lack of filming that was done in the weeks leading up to the film. The film, yeah. I think that was probably the biggest upset we had.
Most of us are too ugly to be on screen.
I think things started going badly the day my script got picked because I didn't actually have it written. I pitched an idea I had half formed in my head, and people seemed to be receptive to it. So that's probably where it started going wrong.
There was a swarm of bees that kept attacking us.
Fucking bees.
It's out in the thing.
Courtyard.
What's it called? No,
Orchard?
It's not a courtyard. Orchard, thank you. Yeah, out in the orchard there's a swarm of bees which made filming very difficult.
I think there was a lack of communication. A lot of people didn't know what was going on.
I haven't ever seen the script, so...
Although, like, to be honest, I can't remember the script that well. I never actually saw it.
Rewrite. I never even wrote a script. So we bit off more than we could chew.
Pretty much, yeah, in terms of a bit of it, yeah, but it was funny, and I regret not getting naked.
All those dentists, you know, they're all evil. Don't let us in. Tried like once or twice, but wouldn't let me in. I'll meet the dentist in a while actually. Don't like Shane McGowan here.
It already hinged on that one scene in the dentist's office, and if we couldn't get a dentist's office, the film was pretty much shot. As in, not.
Yes.
Yeah, not. It's. What do you reckon the most difficult part of filming is?
Being arsed to show up.
Get everyone together at one time.
People like to think they're gonna do something when they're not gonna do it. It's just kind of calm them down. Like, oh, they had this done, but I'm doing it.
Getting people together was a big thing. There was like even in seminars in pre-production when we were doing storyboards, people weren't there, and then
editing it together to make it look like we put effort into it.
Putting a set date on things, you know, there was a bit of lenience involved, and everything didn't really kind of.
People not showing up, you know, commitment not really there, so on and so forth. Yeah.
And so do you reckon that's the most difficult part of filming then in general, just having people commit to a project?
Yeah, just getting people to show up, like people more interested in line at home.
Do you think it's interesting that you can get 20 people together for a session in about 10 minutes, yet it took us 2 months to get 8 people in one room to do 10 minutes of filming?
It's, yeah, that's a fair point, Shane, in fairness, like, yeah.
I'm not knocking the session.
Okay. As general roadie / teamster kind of guy, I obviously have a lot of lifting power, like clearly, and you know, transportation. It was hard. Bringing shit around on the bus. You know, it was a tough job.
I thought it was quite substantial, you know.
I was storyboards and I very much enjoyed that.
I think they worked out really well.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I really like those.
Are you almost disappointed that we're not actually using them to make our original film?
Those storyboards will live on forever, even if the film wasn't made, so no, that's okay.
I got lost, if I'm going to be honest. It was hard when you're carrying that much equipment as well, like 20 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes
uphill as well.
Uphill, oh jeez.
In the dark, I mean that
in the dark.
It really does show your...
And then some fucking dog attacked me as well. I was pissed off, man. I nearly dropped the camera.
I thought it was going to be the new Colin Meaney or something. I wasn't going to compliment myself with Colin Farrell. Colin Meaney I would have settled for. Brendan Gleeson was a bit offensive.
As far as I know, I was a dentist. I did some talking. There were some lines, I think. That's all I know. Right. It was a bit of a mystery shrouded in an enigma. The first film.
Maybe if Roddy Doyle comes to me with the next one of his films, might do that.
Well, Shane, I have a project in the works. About the Muppets.
Would you like to fill us in on that?
Well, yeah, it's about the Muppets, and you know, it'd be very hard to do and stuff. But hopefully I'll direct it someday.
I'm interested kind of more behind the camera, more the writing aspect. I wouldn't want to make a little cameo or something like that. But in terms of actually fully fledged acting, I doubt it. Severely.
I love it. I thought it was great. I'm going to do it all the time. I plan to be a very prolific director of short films.
I'd like to maybe actually write something the next time, and maybe actually get a finished product out there. But I'm happy with the way this is turning out.
Yeah, no, very pleased in general, I think.
Yeah, it's the fact that it's due tomorrow.
Yeah.
Really is a discerning factor.
I regret not getting naked.
One of the most difficult parts as well, though, it's like we had no footage at all to work off.
Of wanking?
Of the actual original concept of the film.
I regret not getting naked. Like the rest of the lads.
I asked Ben to run down the Arklow bypass in a pair of cowboy boots and a pair of underpants. Like, there's
Lovers tips off screen.
I was very up for getting naked and cycling the bike, but I actually don't own a bike. That was a bit of a problem.
Yeah, so the bananas. Marcus recommendation.
It's like transition year in school, you know what I mean? You know the way like they changed all the groups around and go sailing and shit, do wrestling.
Wrestling?
I did wrestling.
You go to school.
You don't do it.
Was this a sexual connotation or just someone actually eating food with their mouth?
eating food with their mouth full. There was no genitalia. There was no oral copulation.
If you did see...
Oh, you hold my banana? Yeah. 2 thumbs up. Thank you, sir.
Standing on the corner, suitcase in my hand, Jack's in his corset, Jane is in her vest, and me, I'm in a rock and roll band. Huh. Riding a Studs Bearcat Jim,